Hello, I'm Talmary, and welcome back to Modded Minecraft. I've done a bit of work on the base since last time. I moved all my items and stuff into this room. And I've done a bit of building. And I've got a big basement, or whatever we want it for, an outdoor area here, and in the future I'm going to build another building over here. For now, I have made a to-do list of things I want to get done. Firstly, I want to go to the Nether, and then I want to upgrade my CAD, because full spells is very limiting. So, and to make a better CAD, I need metal, which I technically have already, but to get the cores that I want, conductive CAD core, or is it overclocked? I think I want an overclocked one. It gives you better complexity. And most important part is the large CAD socket, which requires glowstone. So yeah, now let's go to the Nether. I've mined a bit of obsidian off camera. Apparently, this CAD's break block spell can break obsidian, which is, oops, only a tad overpowered, but whatever. Okay, let's put a bottle here. It's far enough away that I'll never hear it. Boom. Here we are in the Nether, and straight away, glowstone. Excellent. We'll mine this whole thing. Ooh, it's dangerous. And might as well collect some gold while we're here. And some quartz. Gust. Actually, yeah, that is something I can do. Just mine the corners of the portal. No reason to do that. I've got plenty of obsidian. Okay, that's good stuff. There's amount of gold. I need to upgrade my storage. I guess I could do iron chests. But, A2 will be a way off, just because I don't have any way to power an A system right now. Anyway, we've got our glowstones. We need a glowstone, a redstone. We need 4 for the CAD, 4 for the core, 2 for the socket, 2 for a battery. I want a colorizer, which is just iron, poppy, and pink dye. Just make a bunch of stuff. Now, of course, this is going to turn. That'll turn the Psydust, the redstone Psydust, but to make iron into Psy metal, it's a bit more complicated. It's literally just a single trick spell. Infusion. Wonderful. Make a bullet for that. Put it in here. Everything but one of these needs to be Psy metal. You can make everything. Overclocked core. Large socket. And, of course, the assembly. I have a new casting assistant device. So I take all the old spells out of this one. A break block. I want break block to be next one along, I think. Yes, I want break block to be there. And then the rest can just go wherever. Base block. All the things. Excellent. So the next thing I want to do, actually, well, we can take that off, and we can take that off. Steve's got tree farm. Okay. Assembler. Basically, we're going to need a lot of stuff for this, so I might hold this off. Hold off on that until we've got the ore processing set up we need. So for ore processing, what I want to need is a bronze boiler, 3 bronze furnaces, and a bronze macerator. Yeah, and we need a bunch of pipes as well. We need a bunch of pipes and servos. However, I will hold off on crafting the servos because they do take a lot of iron, and even before automation, even before automation, the macerator will double our ores. So, well, give us a better chance at a 50% chance at another dust per ore. So let's get to work building this. So bronze boiler, bronze plates. Now, the modern industrialization way is a forge hammer. No, I don't know. No, I think modern industrialization way would be this: smelt the copper and smash it up in a forge hammer. However, I got a better way to do that. This might be considered a little bit overpowered because I'm kind of bypassing the forge hammer entirely for this purpose. But here we go. Let's take... Actually, we got enough stuff already, don't we? So we take 16 tin, 28 copper, smash them with a crushing hammer, and we get bronze dust. Now, to smelt this, I could use a furnace, or I could do something a lot faster and more efficient, which will be to make a circle spell bullet. And we're going to make a spell that crafts things. So we need focus. Focused entity? No. What is it called? Selector. Tactile. Focal point. That's the one. So that will select this circle spell bullet. We'll put a circle on the ground, and this selects where the circle is. We also want to grab the position of the circle. We want to nearby smeltables. The position and a radius of maybe 5. Maybe radius like 3. Now this will turn into, okay, nearest, closest, here we go. We'll select the closest entity from that list of smeltables, because we can only operate on one thing at a time. And then we're going to use trick smelt item. Smelting circle. This will be very handy. Just throw a lot of dust on the ground. Smelting circle. And we smelted a bunch of bronze. Cool. Excellent. So the boiler does require fire clay. Fire clay requires fire clay dust, which requires brick dust. The brick dust for this we are going to need a forge hammer. Unfortunately. Well, that's fine. It's just a bunch of iron. Probably throw another half stack in. Alright, forge hammer. Actually, why am I doing this? I don't need to do this. I've made fancy smelting spell. Oh, it's doing that, isn't it? Yeah, if it can't find a nearby smeltable, it kind of breaks. So put error suppressor in. And now for the forge hammer, we're gonna need a forge hammer? A steel hammer. Yeah, forge hammer. We're gonna need an iron hammer, which is a lot of plates. Early game, you would need to use 2 ingots to make 1 plate in the forge hammer, so it'd be like 40 gold, 40 iron, before you can get a hammer. Thankfully, I've got a rolling machine, so I can skip that entirely unnecessary process, in my opinion. It's basically like, your first forge hammer will cost you 40 iron rather than 20. I just feel like not the funnest thing. Like, it doesn't add anything to the game, it just means you gotta go mining for a little bit longer before you can do what you want. It's like, alright, fun. Okay, iron hammer and forge hammer. I'll put this here for now. So, yeah. Now, I did collect a whole bunch of clay earlier. Smelting circle. Anyway. So what else do we need for this? We need a tank, which would be a glass. And a furnace. With a boiler. And we need another 3 furnaces. What am I doing? 4 furnaces, okay. Runs macerated diamonds and copper gears. Now I can make copper gears like this for railcraft, or I can make modern civilization ones. Now these materials looks microcrafty, not actually. If we take this to a forge hammer, look, we can directly craft all these ingredients. Only downside is it uses hammer durability. Or, if I'm unwilling to do that, but I'm willing to, if I don't want to wear down the hammer, I can do these railcraft gears, which are a lot more expensive because they require gear bushings. They're non-negotiable 4 ingots. This might turn 5 ingots into a gear, whereas if I do the railcraft approach, it's 8. So, Should I? I might. Actually, hold on. You know, forge hammer just gives you better yields. That's interesting. But if I do this without better yields, it's 4, 5, 7, 7. Let's do it this way. It's substantially less. Ow! Oh, misclick. Okay, let's do this. We don't need plates, I don't think. You can roll up in a couple of plates. Rings. Bolts. And we make plates in the rolling machine. It did use a lot of that. Used a lot of hammer durability. This might not be the best way to do this. Right, 4 copper gears. Anyway, time to smash my bricks. And I broke the forge hammer. Okay, yeah, maybe let's not make gears this way just now. I mean, that is enough fire clay dust. That wasn't ideal, using that much iron. Yeah. Let's make another forge. Let's make another iron hammer. Iron plates. Right, that's enough fire clay for boiler. We need another 9 for the furnaces. Need to smelt much more stuff. Alright. I'm going to make some bronze plates. Rolling machine. Powered rolling machine is a little bit out of our reach right now because this is just microcrafting, this is fine. Problem is we don't have energy. And unfortunately, Railcraft's only method of generating energy right now is a steam turbine, which is a lot of steel. And if you think that's not enough steel, well, you need 24 turbo blades. Like a rotor, and then the rotors take damage. So that's not ideal. However, in the future, when I get automated steam power, once I've got a tree farm running, making charcoal, and I've got the capacity to make steam turbines, I might power them from a solid fueled a boiler. A 2x2x2 will make, obviously, 8. So that'll produce 160 millibuckets of steam per tick. And in one industrialization, 1 millibucket is 1 EU. So it's technically producing 160 EU per tick, which would be quite good. So it's large steam boiler. That thing can produce up to 1024 EU. Right, it's the advanced large steam boiler. The normal one is 256. But that's a lot of bronze. A lot of bronze. That's a very large amount of bronze. So yeah, truly, the railcraft option might be the best way to go. I know, of course, railcraft boiler, I can upgrade this past 2, but wait, 3, which will make 240. That's fine. Anyway, got a lot of bronze. Bronze tank. Bronze wheel. A fire clay. Bronze furnaces. 3 of them. Bronze macerator. Need a bronze machine casing. What am I doing? Copper. Uses bronze to make a bushing. And then it's bronze gear. Bronze plates, machine casing, macerators. Now we just need these pipes. Which is, yeah, so we need bronze gear plates, copper rotors. Copper rotors are going to be a pain. Iron hammer. I want maybe 6 of these. And it looks like I will have to use the forge hammer for most ingredients. Unfortunately, but it is what it is. Copper, curved plates. Right. Another 2 rings and bolts. Blades. Routers. And then pipes and bronze curved plates, which is bronze. Obviously. Oh, flow pipes, excellent. And that should be good. Couple of diamonds. Now we can make ourselves a macerator. Good. It's up here. Well, I can go there. Macerator can go there. Then I want it outputting into 3 furnaces, and then those furnaces can output into a chest. Excellent. And another thing would be another chest here. I think it's when we create lead. a chance to make raw silver. So we need to put that raw silver back into the macerator. We don't want it going to the furnaces. So we have some iron pipes here. I need a wrench. Won't mind a crafting table in here as well. So yeah. And then underneath we have pipes taking from that chest and putting it into the macerator. And steam power can be here. Hold on, these actually, if we set to export to that side, we can say item auto eject enabled. Same with this one, auto eject enabled. So no, we don't want this auto ejecting. Actually, we want to do something more complicated with this. Boiler that'll produce steam for the machines. So we're going to need a servo here and a servo here, or whatever they're called. Physical extractors. Paper is a problem right now. I don't have sugarcane. I've looked everywhere for sugarcane. I have not found a single piece of sugarcane. But that is fine because there is an alternate way of getting paper. And chairs. Big logs on a cutting board. Makes us bark, which makes us paper. So before we, well actually, do we have charcoal of any sort here? No. Thinking before we get this working. You know, fine. I'll just burn some coal on this, or charcoal. If I have any, I can make some. And a hydro pump from Zycraft that I made earlier will provide the water. In lieu of modern industrializations pump, which is just more bronze. Yeah. I'll heat it up and provide steam. So, let's see, more tin. You know, for now, it's not going to be ideal, but we could make it actually, yes, auto eject. And we'll just cut that off. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted at all. Tin, please. Alright, this is going to be slow until the steam builds up in these. And there we go. Okay, well, what is wood pulp used for? Can be mixed into paper and nothing else. Okay, I don't want you. Oh hey, what? Hold on, is it? Oh, it's not. It's not round robining, it's just putting stuff in random furnaces. Right, so... next thing I want you to process is a bit of iron. And that will make the extractors we need. Also, to make this have round robin, be able to work with round robin, we're going to add a comparator to provide advanced behaviour. Oh, it's melted all my stuff twice. That's fun. 2. We just need 2 for now. So, hoppers. Extractors. Imperator. Actually, what we want is another extractor, but this will be fine for now. We had a comparator in the upgrade, and we can say we want this to be round robin. This one here could have been a hopper, but this is fine. And now all the ores we put in there will get smelted, will get macerated, and then smelted in these furnaces. Excellent. Now I want my other servo. Stone. Chest. And some iron, please. So let's put in some lead now. So this should process into lead dust and possibly raw silver. There we go. I'm gonna say this is not allowed to take raw silver out. This is only allowed to take raw silver out. So any raw silver that comes into the system will go back into the macerator. Oh, that's excellent. Okay. More doubling. So, we got the boiler. And we got the ore processing setup.